Hello, my name is Erika. I'm a writer, a translator, and a knitter from Brazil, and that's what's interesting here because today I'm going to talk to you about my 2025 summer knitting plans. Also a little bit of stash busting because I will try to knit everything from stash. I was already knitting from stash last year. Most of what I knit last year was from stash, but I will keep doing it because I have some deep stash, very thin cotton that I bought long ago and I haven't used it, and why to buy more if I have at home material to knit. So I will start by the first knit I want to cast on this year, the Collett by Witre design. I want to knit this in this very bright yellow. The camera is not showing very well, it's making it brighter than in real life. I will try to post a picture of the color here. This yarn is Maria by Fios Pingouin, colorway, I don't know, Tribeca, colorway Tribeca, and it's modal and acrylic and DK weight. That's why I picked it for the Collett, and I have a little swatch which I was unraveling. I think I was unraveling to make it with other needles, changing the needles I was using for it. So I decided to, I settled for 5mm because I tend to knit with 5 tension. So yes, I want to knit this first. I think this is the only project for which I have swatched still last year. And I have 3 projects that I have to finish, which from 2024. One is my Elvin blouse, the other is Hobbii vest junior for a friend's son. I test knitted this pattern for Fable Knitwear. The Elvin blouse is by Fable Knitwear, and I also test knitted this pattern for her. And I knitted one for my little cousin, and I wanted to make one for the boy too, but I haven't finished it. And the other I probably will finish tomorrow, but I won't show it today because today is about summer, and this is a vest from a book, a vintage book. I will talk more about it in coming videos. So, well, this is the first I want to cast on. I have not in yellow except for one vest, coat, cardigan, I don't know, pullover vest. I might post a picture or not, that I own. My mom bought it from me from, I think it's hand knit, but it was thrifted. And apart from that, I will also show you my only other yellow item, which, not my only, well, my only other garment that will also be in yellow. It is from, sorry for this package is from when I used it to buy from Shein. I still keep the Ziploc bags because they're awesome to store yarn and projects. Another yellow here, very light yellow. I think they will call it primrose yellow. This was originally, it's from an experiment that I might post about in the channel too. You can see how much I have. This is probably acrylic, I don't know, because I think it was also a hand knit cardigan. I thrifted it too, and well, I tried to search for wool in our thrift stores. I visited 4 in one day and wasn't able to find anything in wool. This will have its dedicated video, but I want to make a cardigan. This is my only not summery project in the foreseeable future, and I might make it for a call from a Facebook group about vintage knitting. So it's a nice cardigan from Stitchcraft, 191 maybe. It's from November 1949. It's cabled, and I picked it because I'm really into cables right now, but I don't have cables, I think, in my other projects. Well, I think this gives me a good opportunity to talk about my next vintage pattern. I think this is the only one in my plans, and it will be my afternoon blouse from Modern Knitting Illustrated 1945. I believe this book can be found, I don't know if it can be downloaded, but it certainly can be read in archive.org. I believe this is the one. They have 2 books from this series. I don't know which ones they are, but I will link them below anyway. Well, you can have this beautiful top. I will post a picture right here, and it's knitted in cotton thread. I have a lot of cotton thread that I bought when I started to knit, because I thought I will show you some. You can see how thin it is. It is thinner than fingering weight. I used some for crochet. I actually used some for this dress, and it took me 2 years to crochet. I will talk more about it in another time too, but most of what I have here is the same yarn. It's the same other colors, but the same thin yarn. So I was searching Ravelry for projects that will use it, either held single or double. I think they use it held double, and I picked the black. I will show you here. It's black thread. I knit with black a lot. I crochet with black. Knitting with black, I like it more than crocheting, but sometimes it hurts the eyes. I really want a necklight, because I won't stop knitting with black. I'm a dark winter. I don't know if you are into color seasonal analysis, but I might make a video about it too, because I find it interesting. I try to knit with the colors of the dark winter palette, because I'm a dark winter and it flatters me. So black suits me, so I will knit with it a lot, but it's really not good for the eyes. So especially if I have short vision. I forgot the name for it in English. In Portuguese it's myopia. Anyway, I will knit it with black, and I have a little bit left over from this dress, which I will then use for the collar, which is crocheted collar. Well, this one, I think it's knitted in 3.75 millimeter needles or 3.5. Most of it is small needles. That's because I also am saying that I will make it Stashbusting here, because this will take me a lot to knit. Well, since I'm talking about the thread, I will pick the other color I have from it, which is this one, the blue I showed you. And I also have another blue. I bought it from a discounted basket in a yarn store the other day. I don't know, I think it's also thread, but I don't think it's the same brand. It's a little bit, it was like that, not wrapped, discounted, and I really loved the color. I want to use one of them for a Papillon blouse, which is designed by Savannah Girlac. It's made to measure. I think only her project it's there on Ravelry now. I don't know if other people have knitted it and posted over at Instagram. I got this pattern as a reward from a test knit, a pattern I tested for her in 2024, making blouse. I will also make a video, I hope, talking about my test knitting last year. So I got that, I picked that top because I really like it, and I want to make it with one of these blues. I was going to make it with this blue. Now that I got this one, I still don't know. I will swatch with both. Hers is light blue, but I prefer the dark ones, so I will make with one of them, and white for the sleeves, the same white, if I get enough. If not, I will buy a little bit extra to finish the garments. In my Stashbusting rules, I will allow it buying more yarn to finish garments. The black and the blues are 100% mercerized cotton. And I will also get another 100% I have some more 100% mercerized cotton, which is this one and then this one. Both pinks. I will have a lot of pinks. I don't have that many pinks in my wardrobe. I think this is one of the first. I have, I think, 2 other garments maybe, but now I will have some, because you can see another pink here and another pink here, and then purple. Purple I have a bit more. So these 2 are also 100% cotton. They are both by the brand Circulo, which also sells in the US. Mercerized, but they are all, those ones were from Pingouin. This is from Circulo and Circulo. It's very good quality. I knitted my make queen blouse with this one and held double with a red thread, which had a more vivid color. I wanted it to have a brighter color, so I added the thread for it, because the honey one was a little faded. So this one is fingering weight, and I think I am going to knit a June top with it. June top is the one with the thicker strap by Petite knit. Why? I think this is, I only have one skein, one ball, and this is one of the patterns that turned out when I searched by the meterage. And also I think I really like feminine stuff, knitting feminine stuff, ruffles, puff sleeves, all that kind, but in pink I think it's a bit too much for me. That lighter pink, maybe in the future, but right now I think I will have more use of a more neutral top in pink, in that lighter pink. So that's probably will become a June top, a Petite knit. And this one, the color name here is Rosa-Candy 3526 Rosa-Candy, which means candy pink. And this one is, the color is Viva Magenta, which is magenta, I don't know how it is in English. The color 3951. The thread is Charme, and this is sport weight, so it's a bit heavier. I have 3 of this one, and they were a special edition from 3 years ago, in which magenta was the color of the year according to Pantone. So, well, I bought this one to knit a love leather top by Kutovakika, Veronica Lindbergh, based on one amazing red pink top by Uzi by Celine. If she allows me, I will post a picture of her top, because I already liked the design, and I also was aiming to knit a lot of lace and that kind of stuff, but her version was sold it for me. So let's keep with the pinks then, because I think we have 2 more. Now this one, this very light too. Oh wait, this is a precious fiber I found also in a discount basket in a yarn shop, craft shop here, and I think it's discontinued, and I bought 2, so I have enough to make. This is 80% viscose rayon and 20% silk. This is very hard to find silk just rolling around in baskets, so this is quite precious for me, and slippery too. So I think I will be knitting the Chrysler top by Knitting for Olive, which is for 100% silk. Rayon is imitation, silk imitation. It's slippery, but it turns out very beautiful. So I think this will be very pretty in that design. You can see most of it is finger weight, most of it uses thinner needles. I think only the Collett doesn't. I also have another yarn which is then 100% viscose, this one, Encanto. I have knitted with the golden one. I have made 2 pieces with it. I made one, I have crocheted one top, which is my Cleopatra top, and I might show it here. I will talk about it another day. And I have knitted both with this one in golden and another yarn in black. I have crocheted the top, and I have knitted this flag, this banner decor for my boyfriend, which is the Tree of Condor and the Gates of Moria. It's a free pattern on Ravelry and double knitting. I regular double knitting, which means it shows a different picture in each side according to we follow a chart, and it gives that this result. So, well, I know how to knit with that. I thought I would knit the top Forest by Olga Grishina, but this one, I think it is too slippery for such a complex pattern, lace pattern. I think then I will knit a camisole number 5. I think it's 4. But I will post it here by My Favorite Things Knitwear. Also slippery, and I think we're close to the end. I have then 2 more tops too. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. I think this is the one that I have a plan for, and this I still don't have a plan for. Maybe a bandana, a very little yarn. This is also, both of them, I found them in the same basket that I found this one. All the discontinued yarn. So this one is Glamour by Circulo. It's a purple, and it is one of them is cotton viscose, the other is acrylic viscose. So I think this is the one acrylic viscose, this is the one cotton viscose. So this one I don't know what I'm going to do about. Glamour by Circulo, and this is Ibiza by Fios Pingouin. Both of them are sport weight, and I think this one I will need a free pattern from Hobbii. I forgot the name of the pattern now. I will post it here. It uses not much yarn, that's why I picked this one. And also it's ribbed, and it's free. So I'm going to need this one. You can see most of it is knitting, but I think all of it is knitting. Yes, but I have one crochet pattern, one crochet project. I crochet much less than I knit, so that's not strange that I have only one crochet, and also it's a big project. This one you will see when I make my episode about crochet, but this one, other patterns that I have, most of what I've crocheted is a little bit more, it's simple, but a lot of work. So I will pick my project. Just a moment. I said I still had another thing in yellow to show you guys, and then in which I will be working, and it is a temperature blanket. I have my yarns here. I bought them. I have already had like 4 of these colors, and that's the reason why I decided to make a temperature blanket. One of the reasons why. And I bought the other 3. I still need dark blue, which will be my coldest color, but we won't have. And also I need the color to join, which will be probably cream. I won't have a very cold climate like 0 to 5 degrees Celsius until July probably, so there's no rush. Here, let me try to place them in the sequence they will have, in the color sequence they will have. Okay, like that. Ooh. Okay, so yeah, I will be crocheting a temperature blanket this year. Never crocheted a blanket, never knitted a blanket. This is a big commitment, but that's the reason I hesitated a lot into taking this commitment. But well, I needed to. This is like a promise for me to have a future, a promise for the future, and like a leap of faith. So I will persevere. I hope I will persevere. I will get to the end of 2025 and have an amazing blanket according to this pattern. Sorry, I don't know the designer, because I think she made this blanket and then maybe people asked it for and she made the pattern, but I will place her name here. The pattern is free on her blog post. Among the possibilities that I found this one of the most beautiful, and I have mostly worked with motifs in all my crochet life. So this one, a granny square blanket, I made applauded African flower triceratops. Talk about it. And yeah, so I think I am more comfortable working with granny squares, hexagons, that kind of thing. And because they also are small, then I can carry them for here and there. Sometimes I travel. When I travel by bus, I can carry my knitting, which I like more. But in planes, they don't allow for knitting needles because they are pointy, like piercing objects. So I generally take with me a crochet hook because it's curved, so not a problem. And two skeins, depending on the project. For me, it's more convenient than when the project is small, when I can carry it, when I don't have to carry like a huge blanket. So I will be able only to take with me the colors I need for the hexagons. So I think that's it. Let me say goodbye. Sorry if this sounded rushed. This is because the previous year I tried to film a video. Everything I needed in 2023, but I got 3 hours of footage. When I was in the middle of editing it, my computer died. It was so hard to edit, so I tried to be quicker now, more objective, go right to the point, so to make my life easier, at least in the beginning, for editing. Otherwise, I probably won't post, I won't talk about my knitting at all, and I would very much like to share it. And that's it. I think if you want to stick around, subscribe. If you like this video, if you like these ideas, maybe like the video, send to anyone that you think might be interested. Comment below what are your plans for 2025 winter, if you live in the northern hemisphere, or the summer, if you also live in the southern hemisphere. What are you going to use? What are you looking forward to in your knitting in 2025? And I hope to see you on the next one. Bye bye.